Hello everyone and welcome back to Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. We got some new monsters once again to hunt. I have no hunter arts. One moment. Okay, we're back. I've sorted out my hunter arts. And we are going to be hunting a Malfestio. Actually, apparently we're capturing him. I'm okay with this. Capturing monsters is a little bit different from killing them, and in certain ways capturing is easier than killing, and then other ways it's more difficult than killing. I destroy our oil now? Yes, I did. Okay, I'll be back when we're at the monster. I meant to say I'll be back when we're at the quest, but oh well. So since this is a low rank quest, we get given tranquilizers and an easy shock trap. It's wise to bring your own anyway, because when you set up a trap, it's there. I think there's the option to break it in this one. I can't remember. The way it worked in older Monster Hunter titles is that if you put down a trap, you had to wait for it to explode or the monster to step on it. Would really put a damper on trying to capture monsters. So a Malfestio is an owl-like creature. It has a few things that it can do. One thing that it can do is it can use its wings to put you to sleep. If you start getting put to sleep, then you want to drink an energy drink. Where are my paintballs? Prank bombs. Another thing that it has is that its scales cause confusion. When it emits an orange substance in the air, that's when it's like this. That orange substance will flip your controls. You can get rid of it with a bitter bug though, and it'll fade eventually as well. But if you get hit with the effect, the bitter bug will sort you right out. Malfestio has 4 breakable parts. There's his tail, his head, and both wings individually. His wings are pretty hard, so you're gonna need a decent amount of sharpness to hit them and break them. Now, we brought Destroyer Oil, which is the... oh boy. Okay, didn't decide to streak that. That's his sleep-inducing attack. It's really easy to tell when he's gonna do it. And if you've got advanced dodging techniques through hunter arts, or hunting styles, you can avoid it. But sometimes he'll just do it straight forward, and other times he'll do it he'll do like a sweep. Now, his wings are soft in the membrane. Because I don't know about you, but that doesn't look like feathers. It's feathers on the back, but definitely a membrane on the front. But if you hit it in the membrane from behind, it won't bounce. But if you hit his actual, like, boned limbs, the top of his wings, you'll bounce. So, Destroyer Oil works like Heart Destroyer does. It reduces the number of hits it takes to break a monster's balance, basically. And it staggers them more often as well. I actually learned something about staggering when I was looking up exactly how this oil works. Apparently, staggering a monster's parts a certain number of times is what causes them to break. So it's partly damage and then partly not. should have brought flash So, yeah. 2 must-haves for this are definitely... Also, if you dodge out of that, it can't affect you anymore. It's actually better to use advanced dodges to avoid that, rather than just straight up avoiding it. That was the wrong button. Ow. Okay, so we've been hit by the status effects. So as you can see, our controls are switched. We can take a bitter bug, and after the bitter bug animation is done, it's completely better. Oils last 2 minutes, and then they wear off. This is enrage. Now when he's enraged, his little slapping the ground twice attacks will induce the... Both that attack will start inducing the control switch status, and so will his quickly get to the other area. It's safer to snooze there. Okay, I made it. Now I look like an idiot for... Oh no, it wore off when I switched areas. It's a strategy. Now for both his sleep and his control switch, if you get hit by an attack that knocks you back, you will get not snapped out of it. Your palicos will help you with either, if they can. I have to remember that I'm not trying to kill this guy, I'm trying to capture him. Because I can't tell you how many times in the past I've gone to do a capture quest, and then I've gone to kill, and I accidentally end up killing the monster instead of capturing them. It's so easy. The bloodlust is real. So breaking his tail gives you tail feathers. Breaking his wings gives you wing talons. I don't think breaking his head increases your odds of dropping him. So basically, what that means is you want to break his tail and you want to break his wings for sure. Obviously, if you can manage to pull off all breaks, then just do it. But if you can't, go for those. I noticed the wing talons tend to get used more than anything else. There goes the tail. Let's see if we can get a stun. Nope, still resisting. He is, however, exhausted. And now we're going to make it worse, because now we can stun him when we strike attack. He's out. He's going to go get some food. We're going to preemptively sharpen. Because I upgraded my sword and shield, so we've got quite a bit of green, but as you could see back there, it still goes down pretty fast. When you hit a part that causes you to bounce, you lose twice as much sharpness as you would otherwise. And that includes if you've got Mind's Eye effect active. If I had Mind's Eye Oil or Mind's Eye Armor skill active and I hit a part that makes me bounce, just because I don't recoil doesn't mean it doesn't do reduced damage or reduce my sharpness faster. You're just gonna land. That's a knockout. We're gonna go around to his other side so we can attack this wing. He's not gonna be very happy about after that one. So we're wanting to focus on his right wing right now. I want to get this shiny. Sometimes when he does that, he'll drop it. Ah, we got wind pressure. Again, I keep forgetting I can't. It's very easy to forget that you can't sheath stance without your weapon. Oh dear. Alright. I'm sure there's a better way of getting rid of this than bitter bugs. I just don't know what it is because I never really hunted Malfestio that much. And I usually dodge their his head broken. So yeah, if you dodge inside of the scale powder, you can hang out inside of it. Pretty handy. Getting hit by it's not the worst thing ever either. It's just inconvenient. Okay, we've lost our paint. I didn't need that, Colo. Thank you, I suppose. I should be able to track it even without the paintball. Just keep an eye on the shadow and keep track of where it goes. If it goes in the southern direction, he's going to 7. If it goes west, he's going to 4. He's going to 4. We'll get there through 5. We gotta climb, but we'll be fine. I was mistaken, he's coming to 5 in the first place. Oh well. It worked out in the end, didn't it? So remember, we're after his right wing. Ow. Dodge. Got similar patterns to Camelios, which is an Elder Dragon, but Camelios, instead of giving you direction shifting powder, that's a wing broken, he gives you clouds of poison and he steals your healing item. Jerk. We didn't dodge out of that, unfortunately, but we can dodge out of this one. No, we can't. It can be very disorienting if you get it at the wrong moment. This is the moment where it's completely safe for me to use items, because he's always going to use that move twice. Now we go for his left wing, while also just doing flat damage to all of his parts. If you're trying to do targeted damage to a specific part, you still want to hurt him whenever you get the chance. Because it's gonna take much longer to kill him if you just go for parts. Sometimes you give up on getting breaks for the sake of hunt not taking forever. The longer hunt takes, the more likely you are to lose. Pressure. Ah, crap. Okay, good. He knocked me out of my slumber. See if we can dodge this. Well, I think we technically could, but we accidentally dodged Pete's attack instead. Thanks, Holo, I think. Yeah, if you take knockback damage, if you take an attack that knocks you back, you can get sent off of cliffs, even though you could normally just walk against them and they won't do that. Let's get back in the action. Can I take items on here? Yes, I can. I always forget what I can and can't do because I play so many of the games. Left wing is still unbroken. That's his left. And he's going. And there goes my Valor. So when we don't have paintball, this is our practice. We get beneath the monster's shadow and then we follow it. And that'll tell us what zone they're going to. So he's going to 4. So, when you're doing your sheath stance, pressing A, doing the roundhouse, gives you way more Valor state than pressing X. That is a very difficult to avoid attack. If we could backpedal, it would be much easier, but we can't. That time. Lost some sharpness. That should have been a mount, but sweet, we broke his wing. Wasn't expecting that to happen, but I will take it. I think his head is weak. Yeah, his head is definitely. I think his tail, yeah, his tail and his head seem to take extra slash. Got orange sharpness, so he can't hit any part of his wings. This does wear off eventually on its own, by the way. He's got a relatively short range roar. It's like medium range. Some monsters have roars that effectively fill the entire zone area. Oh shoot. I did it. I did the very thing I said I was going to do. Crap, why didn't you run away, you idiot? I would have known that you were so close to death. Oh, no. Crap. I'll be back with the next monster. Okay, we're back. I could very easily have just re-hunted the Malfestio and made it look like I never failed, but that's not great. And I know I did technically finish the monster off. I wasn't supposed to finish the monster off, but I did technically finish the monster off. So I'm gonna leave it in. You can see what you have to do, basically. I will explain capturing monsters in another video. Well, I explained it. I'll pull it off in another video when I'm not so stupid. So, now that last hunt's talk is out of the way, this hunt we're going after a Nargacuga, which is one of my favorite monsters. I've known him since Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, and he's just always been great. He had 3 different variants in that game. There was the normal one, the green Nargacuga, which was poisonous, and then the lucent Nargacuga, which was poisonous and had perfect invisibility unless he was enraged. Literally could not see the sucker at all, but if he was enraged, the Nargacuga have glowing eyes, so you could track his eyes. The only way. He's also, lucent Nargacuga would be fought in a arena type area. There he is. He's a flyer, so it's probably best to get paintball out. Boosted breakable cards. Ow. So he's well known for that large sweeping attack, which he's gonna do again. This one's rather large. Breakable parts. So both wings can be broken individually. His tail can be broken and cut and severed. Actually, wait. Do you have to break it? Do you have to break normal Nargacuga's tail before you can sever it? We'll find out. Just like the Malfestio, the outer part of his wing is really hard, so you can't hit that without bouncing. You can, however, hit the membrane. And if you hit the arm itself, you're fine too, but if you hit the razor blades on his wings, that's a no-go. Missed me. So he's got a couple different attacks. His primary shtick is that sweeping attack where he jumps around a whole bunch. Nargacuga are very well known for their extremely hard and sharp scales. I think... Oh my gosh, it's been so long. My memory is completely shot, but I think you can break his face twice. I knew that was gonna happen. The best part is, he won't always wait to do that. Ow, my face. Sometimes he'll wait a long time before pulling off his jumps, other times he'll just do it. And he does that to keep you off guard. It's very good monster design. Okay, and see, sometimes you won't even jump in the first place. Keeps you on your toes at all times. Dodge. Jump. I have to get back into the swing of hunting these because the Nargacuga has a deviant who's even more annoying. And yes, he will do that several times sometimes. I think his only weak point to slashing damage is his head. A good place to do some damage to him is right beneath his torso. You avoid a lot of his attacks there. There is a way, technically, to tell if he's going to jump or not. He'll shift differently. But keeping track of it in the moment is difficult. Yeah, I don't think you actually need to break a normal Nargacuga's tail. I think you can just sever it. Nope, that missed horribly. Even worse, that required extra large charge time. Bright yellow sharpness, so now we're bouncing off different parts of his body. His tail swings pretty high, so you can dodge underneath it relatively easily. We desperately need to sharpen right now. Now he's enraged, so I don't think he has, he's got a very short range roar. So he's gonna do a lot more jumping around now that he's enraged. I'm so used to that shooting out tail blades from Silverwind. I'm talking about spoilers. It's technically just fighting a monster, but it's interesting fighting that monster, so I'm spoiling it. Don't know how I'm dodged that every time, just as an FYI. I'm not usually that good at perfect dodging, because I definitely am. I'm either perfect dodging or barely managing to slip under it. Here he comes. Nargacuga eventually fall into a rather predictable pattern. And like I said, there's probably a way to think through their attacks very easily, but I just hunt them based off of my experience. We're gonna sharpen again. It's going to 3. This is the deserted island. I don't know if I've shown it on camera. This is another zone from Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. It's actually the base zone because it's right next to Maga Village. Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate featured underwater hunting, which they took out eventually because it was deemed too difficult. Even though I loved it. Well, I loved it and hated it at times. It depends on what system I was playing it on. If I was playing it on my, oh gosh, Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate even for the 3DS? I don't think it was. I can't remember. It must have been. Yes, you can be hit by that even if you're between his rear legs. It's dumb, but it is what it is. I'm gonna be completely honest, some of the hitboxes in Monster Hunter are dumb, but a lot of them are so much better than in the older games. Okay, so he slides out now because he's exhausted. You basically want to keep a Nargacuga in an exhausted state if you can manage it. So he can't do multi-jumps as often because he keeps sliding out. But don't expect this to keep up. And I did say as often, he will still do it. He's going off to eat. Thankfully our paintball will track him for us. I think paintballs will last about 10 minutes. And there are also ways to track monsters that don't require you to paintball them. So he's going to 2. That's a Bullfango. I was looking at the map, so... Don't look at the map and run, kids. That's why. So, you know, there's a Dragon Watcher on this zone. Good to know if we lose him. We probably won't lose him, but if we did... So he's gonna eat an Aptonoth. First he's gonna kill the bastard, and then he's gonna eat him. It's unfortunate in the world of Monster Hunter. Sometimes you're the eater, and sometimes you're the eaten. It's a Nargacuga eat Aptonoth world. Up he enraged. Dodged. I dodged, I missed. I definitely didn't dodge. I got hit for sure. Cutting. The only thing that you can really do to make your life easier against a Nargacuga is to cut his tail off. That'll make him miss those attacks more often. But he already. If he dodges the right time, he'll miss anyway, so... Nargacuga, I love you. You make me look like I know what I'm doing. Ow, most of the time. Beat stance. Okay, he went over me. Potion. Oh no, he can do that. I forgot. Hook dodge. That's his tail slam. I didn't know whether or not he pulled that out until higher rank or not, because he hadn't done it yet, so I was wondering. Out of his rage. I must be thinking of other Nargacuga species where you can break their head twice. I don't think you can on this one. I've spread so much misinformation that I can't even keep track of it all. I think you lose more stamina. I might be mistaken on this. I think you lose more health with Shrug Off attack. With Shrug Off with Valor style. The more stamina you use to pull it off. Which would make sense, because basically what it would mean is if the more perfect you get the timing, the less health you lose. Ow, he's got a lot of reach, and he's gonna come. Nope, he's not. He's gonna rush. There he goes. We got Polisher, so that's nice. Went to 5. Got a repaint bowl in. So let's get that ready. I'm still beating myself up about that Malfestio. He takes extra slash damage on his head. He felt that. Felt that one too. See if he'll feel this. Oh yeah, he definitely felt that. Now I could block that, but I don't think blocking gives me any, ow. I probably would not have gotten hit with that if I hadn't moved. I don't know if blocking actually gives me Valor Gauge. Whereas I know Shrug Off does. Okay, I haven't explained it yet. I probably should because it's a very handy technique. But, if you are running away from a monster, if you run towards a monster, you run normally. But if you run away from a monster, you run faster and you consume more stamina. If you do a dodge attack while running away from a monster, you do what is referred to in the community as the Superman. Which is this. It's a very long iframe ability. You basically want to use it anytime there's a really big attack coming your way that's going to be hard to dodge otherwise. So, but it requires you to put your weapon away. You can't do it with your weapon. You managed to maintain this Valor state rather well. Come and get me. It's after the cats. Missed me. Woo. This is the perfect time to attack his tail, by the way, assuming you survived it. Because that attack hurts a lot. Oh yeah, I forgot I was going to paintball. I missed horribly there. Going to take advantage of the fact that we can use items over a sword and shield. Fun fact, in Monster Hunter World it's actually less advantageous to use items with your shield out, with sword and shield than it is to just get rid of it. Now, that Sonic Bomb does a very brief stun, but it is guaranteed to enrage him. So, use at your own peril. And the reason for this is, and I don't know if this is an oversight or not, but you can move in Monster Hunter World whenever you're drinking a potion, for example. But when you do, it slows your movement down. Now, the thing is, you can run while you're drinking a potion if your weapon's put away, but you can't do that if you're drinking it while your shield's out. It makes you do the walk animation, which is so dumb, because you're not any better defended doing it, so it just completely removes the advantage of using potions with your sword and shield out. And I found it really annoying when I found out about it. I was like, seriously? Because one of the main things that you take... One of the main things you use when your sword and shield is out is potions. It's helpful. It helps you do things in combat that you otherwise wouldn't be able to, because you can get right back in defensive or offensive stance after using it. The other thing, it's still useful for things like sonic bombs, flash bombs, anything like that. But it's just annoying, especially since all of that stuff's handled with the slinger when you're in sword and shield. Yes, we can still get hit if we're on top of him when he does that, and as you can see, it hurts a lot. This is life powder. It heals everyone in the party that's in the area, except it also heals any cats that are damaged. Oh, he missed. Handed. Whew, that was clutch. Okay, good. He's exhausted. He'll start exhibiting. Get knocked out already. I know we've dealt a lot of damage to this arm. Stop backing up. Making it hard to beat the crap out of you. Oh, he's weak, poor thing. Too bad I haven't broken anything. Nargacuga are really hard to break parts off of. They have really hard body parts. The only one that's really easy to do is his face. And it mostly just has to do with the fact that they take almost no damage on their arms and tail. If I was going for his tail more, I could probably cut it off fairly easily. But I'm not. I'm going for his wings because I want a Narga Razor. Block. It's a light hit and we keep our weapon out. Anytime he puts his tail near us, we're going to go for it. But otherwise... Ow, I was really hoping for a stagger there. That did not happen. Also, like most monsters, Nargacuga is immune to sonic bombs in his invasion. Okay, I wasn't sure if we were going to be able to dodge that. Come and get me. As you can see, only one of his eyes is glowing because we scarred the other one. That's his taunt. Ow. No, don't hit Holo. That was a health horn, you bastard. Bounce. He's a bit too far away, but I think I can. Nope, I cannot. He's hurting, but he's also hurting us. Ow, I didn't think you could hit me from that far away. You basically want to use sonic bombs to stop his attacks. That's the only reason why you'd want to use them. Woo, that was close. That's not the direction I told you to dodge in. I shouldn't have dodged there. I should have just... Oh my gosh, I'm so dumb right now. This taunt. I probably should have done something to try and avoid that, but oh well. The wing is gonna break, I can feel it. Because I guess it's more of an arm than a wing, but it can be used as light. Now he's upset. Wow, that took a lot of stamina, or health even. Ow, that is not fair. That is especially not fair. He's so close to death, too. You better have more than one hit left in you. I'm gonna be so mad. I'll be right back once I've gotten back to the Nargacuga. Okay, we're back, and he's asleep. Oh, I've got to... What? How are you awake? Are you freaking kidding me? Get down and stay down while you're at it. Stab, 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 stab. Give me that wing. Actually, give me your face. Where are you possibly going to go? Why are your wings so goddamn sturdy? He's going to 3. We've used up half our time. We've been here for 25 minutes. I'm gonna kill the frick out of you. Looks like he's gotten enraged in his death throes. I knew you were going to do that. I forgot he actually slept there. Mostly because most Nargacuga don't kill me. Yeah, I can't dodge that when I'm facing the wrong way. I put my shield up. It's not going to show up on the camera, but I did. Okay, I better heal before I get... Okay, never mind. Death by cat. It's be embarrassing for you. More embarrassing for me, but oh well. Whole thing go die, because you're going to get in my way while I'm carving, and I don't appreciate that. Black fur. Scale. Bang. Die. I'm gonna carve you. Congratulations. I hope you appreciate being dead because you wanted to be gone. I cut the sucker's head off. I'll mount that one on the wall. And couldn't carve anything off because he disappeared. Let's collect some honey. The Nargacuga is one of those monsters where if you want to break a specific part, you have to aim at it, aim for it. A Silver Wind's not so bad. You can break all of his parts because he's got a lot of health. But a normal Nargacuga, you gotta aim. The face you can break basically every time, but the head, the wings and tail are a different story. Okay, that's gonna call it for this episode of Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. A little bit longer, but I'll see you in the next one. Thanks everyone so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like to let me know and subscribe if you'd like to see more. I hope you all have a wonderful day and I'll see you in the next video.